Welcome to At the Clubhouse. I'm your host, Bruce Van Dusen. We're coming to you from Juneau Live Studio at the Resurrection Lutheran Church in Juneau, Alaska. This show is about the Polaris House, Clubhouse in beautiful downtown Juneau, Alaska. And if you don't know, Juneau, Alaska just happens to be the most beautiful capital city in the country. And we have a good show for you today. We thank you for tuning in. Please click like, hit subscribe, and share it if you can. We appreciate viewers. That's why we do this. And a quick rundown, you have to remember that the Polaris House is a place for persons aged 18 and older who are living with a mental illness diagnosis, and we focus on a safe place to belong to, right to meaningful activity, right to meaningful relationships, and a right to a place to return to after any length of absence. One of the things that you'll see is a recorded video given to us by Clubhouse International. Lee Kellogg of Clubhouse International is going to make comments about what is the role of Clubhouse International, what do we do? We are a global organization, and Lee is going to give you some details about that, and you'll be able to get more information about what happens with clubhouses around the world.
Hello, my name is Lee Kellogg, and I am with Clubhouse International. I'm coming to you from Northern Michigan today. I'm delighted to be part of Juneau Live and on behalf of Polaris Clubhouse, talking about the work that Clubhouse International does. So we have 6 areas that Clubhouse International focuses on. And those are expansion, accreditation, training, public awareness, advocacy, and research. And before I get into a little bit of information on each one of those, I wanted to share kind of our global network of clubhouses that we work with, including Polaris House, the only clubhouse that we currently have in Alaska. So worldwide, we have 322 clubhouse programs, and those are in 31 different countries and 35 states in the United States. So we are very excited to work with Polaris and have since 2006. They've been members with us. A little bit of backdrop on outcomes that you can expect with strong Clubhouse International member clubhouse, and that is employment. We have longer on-the-job tenure, engaging members of clubhouses in transitional employment. Clubhouse programs are very cost-effective compared to other mental health care approaches. There's been evidence of reduced hospital stays, more educational opportunities for people with mental illness that use clubhouses, improved well-being. Members of clubhouses are more likely to have close friendships with people to rely on, and better physical and mental health that comes with being a part of a clubhouse model program. And finally, housing. We have higher rates of independent living with members of clubhouses compared to the rest of the population of folks with mental illness. And I am going to end that.
Today we have interviews with 3 Clubhouse members, and our interviews and conversations today are going to take place around Clubhouse International experiences, training, working, conferences, and what the member has been able to benefit from with their experiences at Clubhouse International, and importantly, what those experiences with Clubhouse International have helped them to provide to their communities. Up is going to be Martha Aguilera, Martha is a longtime member of Polaris House, and she is going to come up and share her experiences that involved Clubhouse International. And welcome, Martha. We're glad you're here. Great.
Hi.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So I want to ask you a couple questions. And of course, you'll have an opportunity to say whatever you want, right? That's important. So go ahead and talk a little bit about what kind of experiences you've had with Clubhouse International.
I was able to go to a conference in Washington, D.C., and I really had a good time. It was a wonderful setup. I was able to do the fundraising part of it, and it was just a really nice setup. Everyone was really nice. Everyone
Right.
was open to all kinds of questions.
Okay. So the conference that you're referring to is the Clubhouse International USA Seminar.
Yes.
So the USA seminars happen in the even-numbered years, and then the international seminars, which happen all over the world, happen in the odd-numbered years.
Okay.
So you were in Washington, D.C.
Yes.
in an even-numbered year. Who did you go with?
I went with Hazel.
With
LeCount.
Hazel,
Yes.
Hazel LeCount is the
Yes.
staff at the Polaris
Yes.
House, yes. And in a previous episode, everyone met Hazel. So tell us a little bit about the people that you met when you were at the seminar.
I met people from all over. There were people from New York to California, and it was just, they were great people.
Great. You know, the seminars are a great place to learn, obviously, because we get the lowdown on different Clubhouse activities and events and projects, but the relationship building, the people that we meet and the way that we're able to interact with each other, we're all from Clubhouse,
Right.
right? And
Right.
so we get to talk to each other and bring our experiences to each other. Very beneficial. So you mentioned that you participated in fundraising workshops. Can you
Yes.
tell us a little bit more about that?
Well, actually, with the fundraising, they basically pointed us in the direction of how to basically start with the fundraising, where you could go for fundraising, and they actually showed a kind of what they would do for fundraising, and it was actually really cool. It was kind of like a Dancing with the Stars, but it was a local type of Dancing with the Stars fundraising benefit, and it was very successful.
Very, very cool. Thank you. You know, Annette, you know, funding for clubhouses can look very, very different as we are an international organization. We're in a lot of different countries. So fundraising is an important aspect of all that we do. If we don't have funds, we can't keep the doors open, keep the lights on. So it's a very important activity, and it's really great when we can work side by side together to make that happen. That is such a great experience. And thinking about the fundraising and that kind of a thing. So have you done participated in any of the fundraising that Polaris House has done in Juneau?
A little, yes,
little, right?
I have.
We were able to have a couple of fundraisers.
Yes,
Now,
we
we
have.
kind of got, I don't want to use negative terms, we kind of got hamstrung when the pandemic
Yeah.
started. We
Yeah.
weren't able to do a fundraiser in 2020, and we aren't able to do a fundraiser yet this
Yes.
year. We're working on it. Fundraising is very important to Polaris House. One of the things that we're able to do is to operate as an independent business, and that's something that means a lot to all of us in the
Right.
Clubhouse world. Great, great. I really appreciate that. Is there anything that you want to add? No? No? All right. What's a typical day look like for you at the Clubhouse when you come in?
Well, when I come into the clubhouse, of course, you know, we tell each other good morning, and there is a morning meeting, and basically where member and staff get together and we figure out what needs to be done for the day and, you know, who's up for doing what. I'll usually take over like data entry or reach out calls, calling members and letting them know what functions we have going on, what's going on around the community, things like that.
All right.
Yeah.
That sounds really great. Sounds like great work. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
I enjoy it.
I appreciate that.
All right,
All
thank
right.
you.
We'll see you at the clubhouse
All right, sounds
very
good.
soon.
Oh, yes.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we talked with Levi, and Levi was able to talk a little about experiences with Clubhouse International in New York, and Martha was able to talk about experiences at a seminar in Washington, D.C., and she also gave us a really good rundown on what she does on a daily basis at the clubhouse. So our next conversation will be with Ernie Grant. And Ernie's coming up here. Ernie has been at Polaris House longer than I have. And I learned a lot from Ernie about what's going on around here. And I appreciate being able to work with Ernie, and he makes wonderful and meaningful contributions to the clubhouse. So let's talk a little bit about what was the activity that you participated in with Clubhouse International.
I went to New York and stayed in Manhattan. I worked in horticulture, so I learned a little bit about how they grew their vegetables, and they had what was that, the name of that, there was that where they grew the
hydroponics?
the hydroponic.
Okay.
I had their idea, so it took a little bit of time to get everything together for it, but I wound up getting it.
Nice, very nice.
Yeah.
So, were you able to connect with any people while you were there?
Yes, there were a lot of people there. We went around watering plants and sweeping and mopping a lot of floors. We had to go from building to building. They had like at least four story buildings.
Right.
We had to go down the elevator, cross over, and then go up another elevator to the other side of the building.
Yeah. Fountain House is a very big building.
Yes, so is the city.
Right. So now, did you do any of the meals in the dining room while you were there?
No,
No?
I just
Okay. Because I know that here in Polaris House, you're very active in our culinary unit, and you do a lot of meal preparation here.
So what it was, we were two of us were set in the wrong. Steve Wilson was supposed to be in horticulture, and I was supposed to go to culinary.
Oh, so you guys got backwards.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I was comfortable where I was.
Oh,
so
good, excellent,
He
yeah.
asked me, and I
Yeah,
said,
I think
I'm-
that's one of the things about being in Clubhouse, whatever unit you choose to be in,
Yeah, I
you
was
can be comfortable, yes.
I was
yeah,
very.
Right,
I wasn't so sure about how it was going to be for me.
right.
It was
So,
comfortable.
how was traveling from Juneau to New York?
Wow, it was a lot of time.
Yeah, a lot of time in the air.
Yeah, like an hour, maybe hour and
Yeah.
a half to Seattle, and then 6 hours to New York. from
Right,
Seattle.
so but that was a pretty new experience for you, wasn't it, traveling that far?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
I've never really been out of Alaska.
Right.
Went to Seattle once before, but
Right, and then you went to an international seminar with us.
yes, I did.
Yes, you did want to talk a little bit about what you did on those?
It was they had a lot of people from all over the world, even from North Korea. It was pretty neat.
And
learn a
they
lot,
have great
learn a lot.
workshops for us at those seminars, and we learn a lot of knowledge.
Yeah.
But one of the great things about it is being connected with people and maintaining, relationships and
Yeah.
making new friends, even if it's only for a week. But you
Yeah.
connect with people that we have a lot in common with, people that we share common experiences, and it's very enjoyable, very meaningful.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
People were nice
Yeah,
on all
yeah.
the places that we went. Phoenix, Detroit, New York.
Right,
I was
right.
surprised on how nice they are.
And it's also a chance to travel.
Yes, it was
Yeah,
a
yeah,
lot of a good chance.
It's a wonderful chance to travel.
Yeah.
And it makes the long plane ride worth it.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
It did. Very.
Yeah. So what does a typical day look like for you in the clubhouse
In New York?
here in Juneau?
Here in Juneau.
Yeah.
I'm usually working in the kitchen. A place that I'd love to be is in the kitchen.
Great. Yeah.
Um,
What's your favorite meal to cook?
My favorite would be liver and rice.
Liver and rice.
Liver and
Right.
rice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a very unique kitchen at our clubhouse. The meals
It's-
are only $2 for the members.
Yes.
And I contend that with the meals we get for $2, you can't make a meal like that for yourself for $2. So,
No.
yeah, it's a good benefit. It's a good relationship builder, good community builder. And we enjoy each other's company.
Our snack bar, I think, made a very big amount of money. It's nice to hear.
Yeah,
about.
the snack bar is kind of set up so that we don't really make a profit from it so much, but we've managed over 8 years or so to accumulate quite a bit of money from that.
It's
Right.
pretty nice. I was
Right.
really happy and proud that they did.
Yeah, exactly. It's more than self-supporting. It's something to be proud of. So we use that fund for activities. So what kind of activities do we do?
We go for picnics. A few years ago, we went for a fishing expedition out at Ock Bay.
And we've been able to fund a trip to go up to Haines for the state fair,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And we do camping trips. Now, last year was a little bit different. We kind of missed our camping trips, but we were able to go on one recently.
They're very nice. I love our camping trips.
Yeah, yeah. We go out to Methodist camp for a long weekend, and that's always really nice. It's a great experience to be out and not work. Just, hang out by the fire. Tom builds a fire. We hang out by the fire, and everybody drinks coffee, and we sit around and share stories.
Yeah, there was a little bit of work here and there during
Yeah,
the
a little
first
bit
2
eat,
days.
right, yeah. We need to unload all the food and then cook the food so we can eat.
That's the job.
Yeah, and we help each other.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's good to be able to support people. It's good for you to be able to use your skills and talents to help others. It's very important. Very important.
It's really enjoyable.
Right, yeah. So is there anything that you want to add about Polaris House or your work in New York or any of the other seminars that you went to?
I was really happy and I'm thankful for being able to go to New York. I have friends that have never been there, and I'm really thankful for the people that work for Polaris House. It's really enjoyable. I love being at the clubhouse more than hanging around with people that I know outside of the clubhouse.
Right. The clubhouse is a safe place to be.
It is very
Yeah,
nice.
I interviewed Daryl during the first show, right? He's vice president, but he's also a member.
Yes.
Yeah, and a little while ago, Daryl was telling me that I should quit being so nice. He's told me that I shouldn't tolerate so much, but we really want it to be a safe place.
Yes.
And so we have to really focus on safety. If we don't have a safe place, we don't have anything.
Yeah.
The members hear me say that, staff, of course, hear me say that, but it's true. Very true. We need to have a safe place to belong to.
Yeah.
And so when we talk about meaningful activity, that doesn't always mean paid employment, does it?
No.
No, there's a lot of different definitions to that term.
Yeah, it's more of a place to learn other
Yep.
place besides.
Learning how to build relationships
Yeah.
and learning how to engage in activities that promote self-esteem and instill
Yes,
instill
a lot.
sense of purpose.
Yeah, a lot of self-esteem. It's really-
So when, so we're filming this on a Saturday, right?
Yes.
And you're gonna do whatever you do on Sunday, but when you get up Monday morning, or, maybe Tuesday, when you head down, well, Monday's a holiday, we're gonna do a cookout, right? We celebrate all holidays on the day it's observed. But when you get up on a Tuesday during the week, and you think about what you're gonna do during the day, and you think about going to Clubhouse,
Yeah, I usually know what I'm going to be doing.
yeah, but it's a sense of purpose, because you know that you're gonna go down to the clubhouse, and what the work that you're gonna do there is important.
At least I don't have to think about what I'm going to do. I already
You already-
have a menu
Yeah.
already planned out for it.
Yeah, we do menu planning during the week, and then
Yes,
we do
it's
shopping during the
really-
week, yeah.
There's a lot of good, healthy food that goes for that.
Yeah, we eat good meals, and we're focused on health.
I hope that members of, like Jammy or any other program, they watch this and they decide to see how Polaris House is, I hope.
Sure, yeah,
I'd like to see them come down. That'd be nice.
right, yeah, we try to get them over to look at what's going on and to talk to them, yeah.
And their
That's a good
friends and their
point.
friends, so on and so forth.
Right. Is there anything else that you'd like to add to the conversation?
No, I just really enjoyed the clubhouse very
Well,
much.
yeah, and you've shared a lot of experience
others.
with us today, and I'm really grateful for that, and
thank you.
hope everyone enjoyed it. I know I did. Thank
Yeah, I
you.
did too.
Great.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you, Ernie.
You're welcome.
Okay. I'm thinking that is the end of our conversations with live guests. We had Levi, Martha, and Ernie with us. And just a recap, we talked about Clubhouse International and some seminars and some trainings and how those things relate to what happens here at Polaris House in Juneau. Again, thank you to the Juneau Live Studio at the Resurrection Lutheran Church. And just a quick note, if you don't know where Polaris House is in Juneau, we're located at 434 West Willoughby Avenue at a building that's called Willoughby Place, and we're right across the street from the Sandpiper Cafe. Also right now, Capitol Street is undergoing a facelift, and it's taking quite a bit, it takes a lot to get into our parking lot while the construction's happening. Our phone number is 780-6775, and we'd really like to have you come down for a tour. Call us, we can set that up. And please remember that we are a safe place where we have opportunities for meaningful activity, chance to build relationships and make friends. And no matter how long a Polaris House member is absent, they always have a place to return to. I'm trying to think. I think we got everything into the show today. Thanks again for viewing the show. We really appreciate your viewing. And remember to click like, hit subscribe, and please share if you can. And with that, I think I'm finished for this episode. So thank you very much. Really appreciate it.